We put the blue now. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome all to our meditation evening. It's so nice to see all of you today. And today also we have Bante Mehta and also our special guest man, Bante Sumitra. And he's still with us. But now he has already made plans to travel to UK next Sunday. So, but he is here with us today also. So before our practice, we know that meditation is a training of the mind, but it's a part of a larger training. Sometime when we practice meditation, we need to take it in proper context. So the meditation is a part of a larger training to gradually train us to be wiser and be more compassionate, and mainly to help us to go beyond our self-centeredness, transform ourselves to a kind and compassionate being. So in that whole practice, meditation is a core part of that practice, but there are other practices, mainly generosity, acts of generosity, and also our moral behavior, following moral principles. So when we practice meditation together with moral principles and generosity, and we will get the full effect. Otherwise, we will only, people. If you only practice meditation alone, it is not going to be successful. In fact, even meditation will not be that successful if we do not have an ethical foundation to our life, and also we also don't have, any practice of generosity. So today, in the quote, in the reminder email, if you remember, we talked about joy of generosity. Joy of generosity. Generosity or generous acts can give us joy in three different times. Can someone remember what are those times that we feel joyful when we give? Anyone remember? Yes?
I think it was when the thought hits you to be generous.
Yes.
When you actually execute the act and are generous, and then
Yes.
reflecting on the act of generosity.
Exactly. So in all these three moments, we feel upliftment and joy. Moments you feel. Yeah. So before you do the act of generosity, your decision making, and then while you are doing it, and then even after you reflect on that. So many of our joyful moments, many of our happy moments in our life. Sometimes we are very very pleasurable, happy at that time, but afterwards, when you think about it, we don't really feel happy most of the time. So therefore there are only a certain set of actions that we are joyful, happy while you are doing it, and also we are happy when we think about it afterwards. So generosity is something that always be with you, and that will, whenever you remember that will give you some joy and happiness. Yeah. So Bante, so what are your thoughts about this generosity, and how it can help us, and what are the different forms of generosity, Bante? Yeah, if you like to.
Yes, I think generosity is something that really connects us with the community. We can practice generosity in many different forms, not only money, but also service in many different ways. For example, we right now also practice generosity by sharing the Dhamma or sharing that wonderful teaching, that moral lessons. And even little kids can practice generosity in many different ways. You can help someone, the other people who feel like when they want to offer something, they can also lead other people, and then you can write some good things, right? Some messages, and then people can be inspired, can be benefited. So whatever you can benefit others, whatever you can inspire others for a noble cause, can be a practice of generosity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point about that, because whenever we think about generosity, mainly we think giving gifts, giving money. So that's a definitely important part of generosity. But in addition to giving money and giving gifts, what are the other ways, other things we can give?
We can give clothes. We can give alms food. We
Okay.
can give even houses for people to live, some shelters, and then also medicine. These are actually the main
things.
requisites,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
And
exactly.
apart from that, you can give books, you can give services, you can give your wholehearted kindness, even just mind, with your wholehearted, compassionate mind.
Yeah.
We can say nice words. That could also be wonderful. If someone is um, sick, maybe we can also practice generosity and compassion together.
Yeah.
Generosity also is actually merged with that amazing power of compassion, right?
Yeah, that they are going hand in hand.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'm glad that Banda you mentioned about giving our services, so that we can give our labor,
Mm.
and we also can give our time,
Volunteer work.
volunteer work and time. So sometimes we may not have much to give in terms of material wealth, but if we have time, that's the best gift you can give to someone, right? If we, because some people just need some support, someone to listen, someone to be with them. If someone is, had the recent, experience of a death of a loved one, and for that person, any material gift doesn't make any, sense. But if we can spend some time with them, just, show them, that you understand their pain. Although we cannot do much, but just letting other people know that I can comprehend what you are going through, and just that showing of empathy is a great gift for people to to go through that, and so therefore sometime giving our time and giving our labor, yeah. Bante, the Professor Sumana Ratnayake, was he actually even came here. And remember, I brought one of our professor. He told me a story that actually in Geneva, when they, no, Stockholm, when they had the Buddhist center, there was person, actually young lady who came to get, she's going through a very difficult time in her life, and she came to the Buddhist center to get some advice and some blessings. So but there was an old lady in one of the committee, member of that place. When the young lady arrived, that old lady was there. And so this old lady realized that she's having a hard time. So she has hold her hand, from her both hands, she has hold her hand, and then genuinely, bring her to the shrine room, and then present her to the monk. So after she overcome her difficult time, and she came and told the monk and even thanked that lady, because that holding of the hand and bringing her to the shrine room was more effective than all the instructions he got from the monk.
That's right.
Yeah, because that that's what she needed at that time. Someone to like be with her, and then and someone to empathize with the pain. That simple thing. Few minutes thing. So she gave her full attention, as you mentioned, Bante, full attention, her time, her care, and she may not even be able to solve her problem, but just to give that support was enough for her to go through that difficult time.
Sometimes when there is an opportunity, we should grab. There
Yeah.
could be people. There is actually in Buddhism we say there is one deva or celestial being.
Mm.
He is checking us by coming to us in disguise. Sometimes like a homeless person, somehow or the other they come and check our generosity, our compassion. So it is said, whenever you see those homeless people or innocent people or people who are in need, they might not necessarily the real ones, maybe they are testing our compassion and generosity.
Yeah.
So whenever there is an opportunity, we should um, grab the opportunity
yeah.
by both hands. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It reminded
Yes.
me of interesting experience, Bante. I used to travel to Philadelphia every week. Bante, you remember? I was doing a fellowship, in at the University of Pennsylvania. So every week I will travel by Greyhound bus to Philadelphia. And so Bante used to prepare, some, food for me. When I travel, so I had some, food pack and, a few apples in my bag. And then so I was sitting there. So there was the person next to me went out to buy something, and he came back and he complained that actually he couldn't find any vegetarian fast food. Yeah. So he's a vegetarian, but he cannot find anything to buy from the those supermarket. And he came and just shared with me that he couldn't buy anything. And I thought that this is a best opportunity. I have food in my bag. So then after we travel after a while, so then I took my food and offered him. I convinced him that I have enough, for me, but I really like to give you this and give the apple. So I was thinking that usually we have eaten so many apples many times, but that time that apple was such a valuable thing because that really enough for him to satisfy his hunger. So it's a great opportunity for me to really give. You don't get such opportunities very often. Someone is fully in need of that, and so I gifted him. Those food that Bante prepared for me, and then the bus stopped somewhere in King of Prussia, somewhere to get more people. So this person went out, went out bus for a short time, and he came back. Bante, he came back. He came back with a dandelion flower, together with some other leaves, and made into a nice flower bouquet, like a small thing, and offered me, this is my gift to you. That was the greatest gift I ever received. He just found from the nature and gave that to me. So even when I think about it, but it brought me such a joy, that was the best apple I had, that I was able to give someone, right?
Intention is all that matters. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think, as Bante mentioned, we may get some opportunities, and we may see some old person want to move things. If you get that opportunity, just go and help. And maybe you will see some people in the shopping malls or wherever, in a parking lot or whatever. So grab those opportunities. Our life will be well spent. If we can have those things. There are opportunities. We just have to be mindful to see, to grab those, opportunities.
The brother mentioned about the three
Moments?
occasions,
Yes.
three moments of
Yeah.
practice. So when we think of that, ever since you decide that this is the moment, from this time onward to the time of execution, and then the time of execution, and then from that time, it is never ending. You can always go back, retrospect. You can feel happy, and I think that time we can be what we need to do actually. We need to be wholesome in our heart. Practice generosity, practice loving kindness, right? Not anger. When you practice this, and also you see, when you do that, it can help benefit many. So that way, when we practice that, every time when we do some act of generosity, we need to make sure that our heart is pure, and we have that wholesome positive energy within us when we practice, that really makes the other people connected, and they feel also really good, as Bhante mentioned, even some person holding the hand with loving kindness, that compassion, and also offering just an apple, but it can be remembered for the rest of their life sometimes.
Yeah.
That beautiful act of generosity and compassion. can really make something very awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Does anyone has such beautiful moments in your life that either you received some kindness from someone, or you were able to be generous to someone? Yes.
Yeah, I have two thoughts that I would like to share, and I think it's like a blessing when you're presented with an opportunity to be generous.
Yeah.
And a couple of times, I've been like in a Walmart, and I see people ahead of me who are figuring out like how to pay, and I say, I'll pay for that if you allow me, being respectful. And what is interesting, when you say, like the gentleman pointed out, the third phase, to think about being generous, to be generous, and then to reflect on it. I think not only myself, but it's almost like vain to think I was generous. But then as I thought about it, it's not the act, it's how I made the person feel and how I felt. It doesn't matter what was, so I don't think, oh, I'm all that, I gave this person money, no, I should be thinking, how did I impact that other human being and make them feel, and how did I feel at that moment? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think, brother, you made a very important point, because when you like rejoice our own good deeds, we have to be very mindful not to use that, the act as another, another thing to like develop more, self ego, So, but what we can rejoice is actually the opportunity to be kind to others, because it's a rare opportunity. So we can rejoice the opportunity, and we can also rejoice the purity of our mind at that time. Not claiming the ownership of that act, but the opportunity, and then also and also even like I was able to win my desire, my craving, so that in creating that as another encouragement to like be more generous later. So we have to be very mindful not to make it a part of our pride, but simply rejoice the opportunity. And then, as you mentioned, remember the smiling face of that person, and then rejoice that person's happiness. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I was I was driving down the street in the city in Pittsburgh, where I live. I had seen this fellow before. He had one leg, and he had crutches. He was standing in the divider in the street. It was raining pretty hard, and he had his head down, and everybody was just driving past him. And in regards to what you just said about not doing something out of pride, but I felt so bad for him. And it just so happened the bank I used was right next to where he was standing. So I drove around the block into the bank and took some money out. And then I crossed over, I walked over, I left the car in the parking lot there, and I walked over and I gave him the money. And he looked at me like, why are you doing this? Because nobody else was, right? And he thanked me, and I thanked him.
Yeah.
And
for the opportunity. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think more taking note, because I've seen him before, I just didn't respond like that. But all of a sudden, it sort of struck me,
Yeah.
just you're calling it an opportunity.
Yeah.
But I guess I was more emotionally struck by,
Yeah.
his desperation, the way he was standing there.
Yeah.
But it was an opportunity.
Yes, yeah. And even when you think about when someone else offer some help to us, we also have to remember that we have to be humble to like let the person do a good deed. Sometimes we feel like we are putting a burden on others. Like we are putting burden on community, we are putting burden on family members. Sometimes we feel guilt or upset, but sometimes maybe we are creating an opportunity for someone else to do a good deed. So even we are in the recipient end, we have to be humble and then maybe accept the offer and give them an opportunity to do a good deed and kind deed. Okay. So I hope that let's be inspired and let's look for the opportunities, and we will get a lot of them, and be really impactful, in other people's life and bring a lot of joy. It will also bring more value and happiness to our lives too. And when it comes to you, accept it with humility. Yes. So with that, we will start our practice then. Yeah, we will start with our movements. Okay, let us start our movements. As usual, we will try to spread our feet a little bit apart and try to balance the weight of our body. Maybe you can rock from left to right, and then find a nice spot right in the middle that you feel equal weight to your both feet. Relax your hands. Take a moment to feel the touching sensation of our heels and see how the heels are pressed against the waist of the body, against your slippers, your shoes, or the floor, the carpet. And bring the same close awareness, attention to the front part of your feet and see exactly what muscles are touching the floor, the surface right now. What spots of the feet are touching now. And gently bring in the same attention to the toes. And try to feel and recognize whatever toes that are touching, gently touching the surface right now. With that awareness of the feet, acknowledge your stability, your balance posture. Like a tall tree is thoroughly grounded to the earth, our body is nicely balanced and grounded to this floor right now. Observe how all other parts of the body is stacked over one over the other, from our feet to the heels, from heels to our knees, from knees to our hips, from hips to our spinal cord, and from our spinal cord to our shoulders and our skull. Everything is nicely lined up and is stuck on one over the other, and just acknowledge this stability, this balance. With this awareness, let us gently open our eyes and do a few movements to create more awareness of the body. And let us release whatever air we have in our lungs and give a nice sigh. When you take your next in-breath, gently raise your arms to the front. Breathing out, spread your hands to the side. Breathing in, raise your arms to the up. Breathing out, gently bring your arms down, slowly feeling all the sensation in the arms, the palms and fingers. Again, breathing into the front. Breathing out to the side. Breathing in up. Breathing out, gently coming down. Maintain the awareness throughout your arms and palms and fingers. Again, breathing into the front. Breathing out to the sides. Breathing in up. Breathing out, gently coming down. Feel all the sensations, rushing of the blood to the tips of the fingers. Feel those tingling sensations. More awareness throughout your arms. Try to feel those sensations. Let us be in our body, closely feeling all this sensation throughout the arms and other parts of the body. Be in your body. Let's do our next movement. This time we will interlace our fingers and try to bring the top of our head, and we will stretch our arms and spine. Breathing in, turns the palms up, try to stretch, give a nice stretch your spine. Breathe out, turn the palm down, come back and rest. Bring in, palms up, stretch and stretch. Breathe out, palms down, come back and rest. Breathe in, palms up, stretch and stretch. Breathe out, palms down, come back and rest. Again, breathe in, palms up, stretch. Breathe out, palms down, calm and relax. Okay, this time also breathe in, palms up and stretch. But this time when you breathe out, gently turn to your right. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, go to your left. Release in there. And breathe in, come to the middle. Breathe out, go back again. Give a nice bend. Feel the stretched muscles. Breathe into the middle. Breathe out, go to your left. Release in there. Feel the stretch. Breathe into the middle. One more time. Breathe out. Breathe into the middle. And breathe out to the opposite direction. Breathe into the middle. And when we breathe out this time, let us now gently release our arms and bring them down, feeling all the sensation occurring throughout our arms. Feel all this sensation in your shoulder, in your arm, and more awareness throughout that area. Try to feel those subtle changes, adjustment happening in the body. All these subtle tingling sensations, pulsations, subtle vibrations. Feel them all and be in your body. With this awareness of the body, we will slowly go back to our seat and slowly sit down for seated meditation.
Dear spiritual friends, with the physical movements that you have done, now you may have some new sensations in your body, new feelings in your body. Feel them. Deeply acknowledge those sensations wherever in your body. Feel in the whole body. You can adjust your body into a comfortable meditative posture. You are in sitting posture, either way, on a cushion, on the floor, on a chair. You can keep your upper body somewhat upright, and you can keep your chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Both palms are resting on your lap, right palm on the top of left palm. And you can keep your both eyes closed gently. This is your meditative posture. Try to maintain this motionless posture in the meditation. If you feel you want to change or adjust your body during the meditation, do it slowly and mindfully. Now take a moment to feel how you are keeping your body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, feel the entire body. And relax your body. Relax your body. Be with your body. Feel your feet, your toes, the sole of the feet, the heels. Feel your lower legs, your upper legs. The back muscles of your body, belly muscles, chest muscles. Feel your both shoulders and relax. Keeping your upper body upright. Relax your body. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers and fingertips. You can feel how the fingers are touching each other in the way that you are keeping your fingers and palms. Feel your neck area, the facial muscles, the forehead and the top of your head. And relax. Relax your body. Be right here with your body. You are keeping your eyes closed. It will help you for better meditation. If you wish, you can keep it halfly closed. Anyway, feel how you are keeping your eyes closed. Now pay your attention into any sounds that you can hear around you. When you pay your attention, You can listen even a very simple little sound. They are just sounds. But keep listening. Sitting right here, being in this present moment, keep you listening. I'll ring this bell and do a chant for you. The sound of the bell and the chant will help you to settle your mind and to gather your attention into this present moment until the very end of the sound of the bell and the chant. Be with the sounds. Sansare saroghe vinite nisang Sangite satang suci sare di sang Sandhire kang sun tanu pelasang sang lap di sing panemi bisa sang Keep you listening. You can still hear the sound of chanting or the bell resounding in your mind. That is how your mind functions. Observe how your mind is functioning right now. What is really happening in your mind right now? Thoughts are occurring in your mind one after the other, shifting from one thought to another. Various types of thoughts. Observe how the thoughts are occurring in your mind. Let them occur. Just observe and notice them without any judgment or cultivating any of these thoughts. Just observe them and notice them. There may be pleasant thoughts or unpleasant thoughts. Some thoughts are positive, some thoughts are negative, some thoughts are neutral. Some thoughts related to past, some thoughts are related to future. Some thoughts are occurring related to present, whatever you are experiencing, feeling right now. Acknowledge all these thoughts mindfully. Be with your mind. Observing and noticing these thoughts, you are understanding the nature of your mind. That is how your mind functions, and thoughts occur in your mind. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever thought that you wish. You can cultivate wholesome thoughts purposefully. You can do it. You have that capacity in your mind. You have that potential within yourself. In this meditation, we are cultivating loving kindness. Loving kindness. Loving friendliness. The universal friendliness. What a beautiful thought. Imagine there's a beautiful baby having a nice smile towards you. Your mind may be full of love, care, compassion. The same kind of wholesome thought, a thought of loving kindness, now you are going to cultivate. For you and for all other beings. Loving kindness. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits. Genuinely, you can extend the wishes to all beings to be well, to be happy, to be peaceful. Start from yourself. Think about yourself. The person sitting here. This being deserves loving kindness. Think about your life, your body and mind. Genuinely make wishes of loving kindness for you. Mindfully listening to the guidance, repeating in your mind, generate loving kindness for you. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate the loving kindness throughout your body, wishing a healthy body. May my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Deeply appreciating the support of each and every parts of the body, all the systems and internal functions of the body. Radiate loving kindness throughout all the internal organ systems and each and every parts of the body. Even in this moment, those systems, organs, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciate that support and fill your body with loving kindness. Feel all the parts from the skin, the muscles, the bones, all other internal organ systems, the respiratory system, cardiovascular system, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the nervous systems, all the sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the brain. May all these parts, the organs, and internal systems of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. You are full of loving kindness. Observe your mind. It's full of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The same genuine wishes you made for you, now you are going to extend to all other beings without exception, to everyone else, the same genuine wishes. Start from here, wherever you are practicing this meditation. Think about the people who are around you right now. Let's share our loving kindness with these spiritual friends who are practicing meditation with you right now. May all these spiritual friends who are practicing meditation with me be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Think about your beloved ones in your life. Maybe your family members, your friends, relatives, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else who comes to your mind right now. Or anyone else who is staying nearby you right now. Maybe all the people who are in this library. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond the circle of our beloved ones to all other beings, including all the animals, all the other creatures, maybe visible or invisible, living near or far away places. Expand your loving kindness genuinely. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. You are also relaxed. Now, with your peaceful mind and relaxed body, gently shift your attention to observe your breath, to practice breathing meditation few minutes. Keeping your awareness in between your nostrils and your upper lip, where you can easily feel your in-breath and out-breath. Start to practice breathing meditation. As a start, take a deep, slow breath and slowly breathe out while relaxing your chest area, both shoulders. If you wish, you can take few more breaths like this and then come back to your natural breath. Be with your breath. Mindful breathe in, mindful breathe out until you hear the sound of the bell. Be with your breath. Tuk kap pattaj nit duk kha bhayap pattaj nit bhaya sukap pattaj nit sukha Huntu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom from generation to generation. And also, you can appreciate the guidance, the instructions you received for this meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us today to practice this meditation, to join this meditation, who arranged and cleaned this place for you. Let's deeply appreciate the support. And also, even these non-living things that we are using for our meditation, let's deeply appreciate the support of this bell, the chair, the cushion you are sitting on, the device which helped to connect to this meditation. Deeply feeling gratitude and appreciating the support. Let's say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So nice to have you all tonight. And I wish you to carry this peace to the rest of the week. And look forward to see you again. We have some flyers and some recitation card. If you like to recite every day, an important, recitation, you have a card over there, so you can take one.
And also email.
And if you would like to be in our email list, please write your email in that book, so you'll get a reminder email. Okay, good night, everyone. And also appreciate those who join our YouTube. Really appreciate your participation. I wish you good night too. Welcome. Yeah, let us wish a safe